Hi, this is Sally Wood for Be Inspired, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make L cushions. They're really easy, it's just like making any other, but we've just got to remember to put the little tag or the ear on one side of them. And I've got two huge ones to do for a lady today, so let's get on with it. Now, as you do with the main seat cushion, you put glue on the top and put thinner foam on top of that. Now I've got super soft on the top and bottom either side, and on this particular application I'm using dense for the main seat cushion. So that's top and bottom like that. Like all of it set up. I just did this as well. You can see it push down, but it doesn't actually give very much here like that. So I think the lady will be pleased with it. She said as hard as I could make it. I'm going to secure this end to one corner here. I'm going to put lots of glue on. I think that's enough. I'm going to let that set up a little bit. All I'm going to do is make it level with the front like that and attach it here. I'm going to let that do its thing for a minute and then I'll cover this. I measured from the back to the front and down, and then doubled it and added 5 inches. So it should be plenty to go all the way around. As it's a large piece, I'm going to try to get this into position before I start reeling out. So I want that to go like halfway down the side and certainly over there. I'm going to hold this smooth as I tip this up and over so that the back is facing me where the join is. A little bit of shaking and that should go into position. Should come a little bit further off. So this comes down and that goes up, and it should be the same on the side. On this end here, I'm just going to cut across like this to the corner here, and the same at the bottom to the corner here. I'm going to just make sure that that folds up about even all the way along. If it goes up too much, then I'm going to have to pull the underside to make sure it doesn't. I think that's okay. Okay, having cut that, fold this across. I'm going to pull it in a little bit tight, this down and then this up. I've got a long piece of thread here which I'm going to start here. I'm just going to over stitch it like this. It's like a whip stitch, I suppose. Pull it through and another few stitches just to get to the top. You could go all the way down. I used to always go top to bottom. So now I'm going to just do the same across here to the end. So again, in and up. Pull it in tight like that and then just under and up all the way along. They're like big homeward bounders. They don't have to look pretty. They're going to be on the side of the seat cushion, so nobody's ever going to see them. They're also going to be wrapped up in the seat cushion. Just nice, tight and even. None of my customers I've had over the past nearly 30 years have ever complained about my cushions, that they're falling apart, so I must be doing something right. As you can see, I actually sewed all the way along to the end here, and all I'm going to do again is cut into the top corner and bottom corner like that, pulling that across, this down and this up like I did before. Pull them quite tight and then start sewing at the lower edge up. Again, the nice big whip stitch, get that done. 2 more so you can change direction, and then as I get along here I'm going to pull it tight. I didn't pull it so tight on the side going up because I've got the opposite side to pull in. The opposite side to here is the front border, so I can pull this in tight. The other I just had to make sure was even all the way along. I also do straight sides first. This is an L cushion. If I was doing a T cushion, I would have done the back first and then down the sides, because then by putting the back in, you're holding everything in place. Once you've got your back and side secured, or if you're doing a T cushion, the back secure, then work out where the halfway mark is, which is there, and cut the excess fabric off as straight as you can. You actually need it just over halfway, so you've got enough fabric to cross over. Aim towards a wide corner. I'm going to come out like that, but in the corner I'm actually going to go straight into here so that this side can come down like that and that side can come down like that. Now I'm going to take it a little bit wider out, then enough to go around the edge. Having done that, I'm going to do the same on the bottom side. This should give me enough to go over like that. I don't need to be 3 or 4 inches across. An inch will be fine. And again, cut into the corner here and then out into the corner like that, and then on round. Again, on the top corner, I'm just going to cut in to the top corner like that and into the bottom corner like that. As I did before, just fold that under, tight, that down, and that up and carry on sewing. When you come to the corner, put a piece of dacron in like this, and it acts like a gusset. I usually just sew up and then down the other side. So I'll pull this one round and tuck that in here, and I'll sew that all in. The last part is just to cut into the top and bottom of both sides of the ear. Some people call it ear, some people call it a tab, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to fold that under here and that up into there. You could shorten it so it just fits smoothly in there. That's up to you. I invariably don't bother, it all smushes down to not very much. Pull that down and that up, and I'm just gonna put a couple of stitches on the corner here just to hold it in place. Go down a couple and then back up. Then again, I'm just going to do those lovely homeward bounders across the end here, and then the same on the other side. I'll just go up and down to finish it up. As you see, I've just sewn in actually only 3 sides. It won't matter that that's not done because the fabric goes underneath quite well. It should fill out a little bit of the corner of the chair. There again, it's all nicely put in. It should hide without being a problem. Thank you for joining me today on this little project. It's really not difficult. It's straightforward. The technique of doing this is very similar to the usual cushions that I've shown you in the past. If you're doing a tea cushion, just make sure you start at the back, pull everything in, as that will hold everything as you put the sides in. You use the same technique of putting a gusset in on both sides. In this case, I started on the side, up round, and then the L side separately. Hopefully I've given you some techniques or some tips that are useful on this style of cushion. Please remember to subscribe and hit the bell button. And a few thumbs up would be really nice. It gives me confidence that I'm actually doing the right thing here. And in the meantime, see you later. Take care. Ciao.